Have you ever wondered why some relationships leave scars that never fully heal? Why certain breakups, betrayals, or even simple emotional connections feel like they linger inside you forever? The truth is, emotional bonds are far more powerful than we think. And when they break, they don't just shatter in one person. They ripple across both hearts. This is not just emotion. It's psychology. It's neuroscience. It's deeply human. Welcome to the psychological journey behind emotional pain. In this video, we're diving deep into the science and emotional truths of why certain relationships leave lasting wounds. If you've ever felt like a bond is haunting you, this is your answer. Chapter 1. The invisible thread of attachment. From the moment we are born, we are wired to connect. Psychologist John Bowlby, in his attachment theory, explained that we form deep bonds with those around us for survival. But as we grow, those bonds evolve. They become the foundations of how we love, trust, and even how we handle loss. There are four main attachment styles: secure, anxious, avoidant, disorganized. Each of these plays a major role in how we build and break emotional relationships. For example, someone with an anxious attachment style will hold on tighter, fear abandonment more, and suffer deeply after emotional disconnection. Someone with avoidant attachment might seem fine, but bury their trauma deep. These invisible threads aren't just romantic. They apply to friendships, family, even mentors and coworkers. And when these threads are broken, we don't just feel sad. We feel shattered. Chapter 2. The neuroscience of heartbreak. Heartbreak isn't a metaphor. It's a brain response. Studies have shown that the same areas of your brain that light up when you're in physical pain also activate during emotional pain, especially social rejection. The anterior cingulate cortex is one such region. That's why when someone leaves you, it doesn't just hurt emotionally. It can feel physically painful. Your chest tightens. You lose appetite. You can't sleep. Your brain is going through withdrawal, not from a substance, but from a person. In fact, love creates a dopamine feedback loop. It triggers the same pleasure centers as drugs like cocaine. And when it's taken away, you're in withdrawal. Literally. Chapter 3. Trauma bonds. Why you can't let go. Some of the strongest bonds we form are not healthy. They're trauma bonds. These occur when periods of intense affection are followed by emotional neglect or abuse. This cycle creates a psychological trap. Why? Because your brain starts associating pain with love. It creates dependency. Victims of narcissistic abuse or toxic relationships often feel addicted to the very person who hurts them. The cycle looks like this: idealization, devaluation, discard, hoovering, pulling you back in. Each step deepens the emotional entanglement. Even when we know it's toxic, we stay. And when it breaks, the emptiness feels unbearable. Chapter 4. Memory, nostalgia, and emotional residue. Our brains don't just remember events, they emotionally encode them. When we miss someone, we're not missing the person. We're missing the feelings they once gave us. The safety, the excitement, the emotional highs. Nostalgia can be dangerous. It filters memory. It highlights the good and blurs the bad. That's why people return to exes or keep reliving friendships that have ended. The brain remembers what felt good and tries to recreate it. Even smells, songs, or locations can trigger intense emotional flashbacks. These are known as emotional residues, leftover imprints that can be activated unexpectedly. Chapter 5. Social media and the illusion of connection. We live in a digital world where no bond truly ends. You might unfollow someone, but their presence lingers. Their photos, their new relationships, their life updates, all available in real time. This creates what's called phantom attachment. You feel connected, even when you're not. You feel betrayed, even when you have no right. Social media doesn't allow you to grieve properly. It also fuels comparison. You wonder why they're moving on while you're still stuck. But remember, social media is a highlight reel, not reality. Chapter 6. Healing isn't linear. One of the biggest myths about emotional pain is that time heals all wounds. The truth? Time only helps if we actively work through our emotions. Healing requires self-awareness, emotional regulation, therapy or healthy expression, boundaries. Sometimes we go back. Sometimes we relapse. And that's okay. Healing isn't linear. But every time you choose to feel instead of numb, you grow. And eventually, the bond fades. It never disappears completely, but it stops defining you. Chapter 7. The empathy of shared pain. What we often forget is that emotional bonds, when broken, affect both people. Even the one who walks away might feel pain, guilt, or emotional loss. Empathy is key. The phrase, "you break too," reminds us that we're all human. We all suffer. We all carry emotional shadows. No one leaves completely unscarred. Sometimes, knowing that someone else hurts too doesn't fix your pain, but it helps you feel less alone. Conclusion: why this hurts deeply. The pain of a broken bond is not weakness. It's proof that you loved, that you connected, that you were open enough to feel. And in a world full of emotional numbing, that's a strength. So if you're still healing, take your time. Feel it fully. Understand it deeply. You are not broken. You are breaking open. And that's where transformation begins. If this resonated with you, share it with someone who might need it. Subscribe for more deep dives into human psychology, healing, and emotional growth. You're not alone, and you never have to heal alone.